In context of 2016, I think in 2026, people would look back, if this were to be approved, or if it is approved, I think people will say, why did they put, the people are going to raise environmental issues, which haven't really been discussed tonight, and say, why did they put a drive-through where 10 cars are stacking up, emitting exhaust into the atmosphere in that location?
Stepping back, 30,000-foot view, what do we want? I want a use that I go to with my family. I want a use that engages the community. I've got a 5-year-old in the car seat and a 1.5-year-old in the car seat. I got 10 more years of car seats coming, and so does my wife.
You know, the slide speaks for itself, but the drive-through is so very important to us. It's not only mom and dad that need the drive-through. We're enhancing the economic vitality. We're turning barriers into opportunities. Obviously, it's walkable, functional, attractive. It's going to be life-filled. It's going to be filled with life. Multimodal, we have the bike racks, people walking. So we think we are embracing all of your guiding principles. The drive-through is very important to us. These are your residents.
With kids that are in preschool and kids that are starting, a child that's starting kindergarten, so we're in touch with the moms and dads of that community. To provide the vitality on this corner, the only use that we can come up with as professionals who do this for a living is a Caribou Coffee and Einstein Bagel Shop.
I also think the drive-throughs with variances that are so close to the sidewalk are very negative to pedestrians. You know, like walking by the exhaust.
So it's very destination-oriented, pedestrian-friendly solution. There were comments about how we're not necessarily embracing the 7 guiding principles. It's worth repeating since it's in doubt. We think we are creating a development that supports a very vibrant and connected district. In fact, what could be more connecting than a coffee shop?
In the staff report and in the Grandview principles, which we're adhering to, the exact language is maintain automobile-friendly access to convenient retail.
At that time, which I think was 2012, there was 1 drive-through in each of those markets. Today there's 3 in Edina, the other 2 being down on Industrial Boulevard and 77th. We would provide the 4th, and in an interesting way, we might help to alleviate the problem you have with cars stacking onto Arcadia and Starbucks. And I captured 25% of that 140. We're taking 35 cars out of the Starbucks queuing lane, which may, in a roundabout way, help to alleviate the issues you're having with Starbucks.
With that, I want to talk about, us and what the community means to us. I mean, I took a picture. The Starbucks that's attached to Jerry's there is full. What else could we do on the site that would work? I'm very well aware of Starbucks.
Is that in the mornings, 10, 15 minutes of the morning, even after this widening happens and we're going to have 3 lanes to cross here, that them diving across these 3 lanes, and even after this is fixed, we're predicting this queuing is still going to back up. Now, it's not a huge queue that a car takes up 20, 22 feet in a queue, but that's 8 to 9 cars backs this up, and that we're going to see that even after the dual left turn lane is added. So is this going to be is this going to be a situation you can live with, or is this going to feel do you not want this level of congestion here?
What we are willing to do in the development agreement is, if there is a stacking problem on Interlochen, figure out a solution together. Whether that's a traffic cop, me sitting there with a paintball gun and shooting people that are waiting, what else can we do on the site? And I'm really at a loss. So we look forward to your feedback.
And then you're meeting somebody here for Bible study, you're still going to end up waiting there. And are we going to have some kind of rear end crash as somebody's waiting there for a couple minutes to turn in? It's hard to predict.
What we looked at when we started this a long time ago is the only traffic that takes a left into our site is possible traffic that's coming down Burnham, eastbound.
There's going to be somewhere 50 to 80 people in that peak hour wanting to use the drive-through, and if half of those are waiting for bagels, and it takes, I mean, we can start to work on those statistics, but that's the huge wild card in this, that having the bagel component and that slows the system down
They have space for 14 cars in the drive-thru, and you can't get comfortable saying there won't be more cars than 14 waiting, and those extra cars may be on the street.
It is reasonable to believe, based on the data we have, and then compounded with the slowness of a bagel system, is, yes, professionally I'm saying it's going to happen.
So to top that off, we came up with 14 reasons as to why we think this is a great project. Number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We believe we alleviate a lot of pressure on Starbucks. 7, we had 15% more green space. 8, 9, we provide a huge art wall and get rid of what I refer to as the very ugly beige wall. 10, we have 3 sidewalk connections. 11, parents with kids in car seats love drive-thrus. 13, we capture the traffic on the way into work.
People that can't get out of their car.